Okay, everyone, welcome to Jeremy Anderson's interview testimonial for the Evolved Brotherhood program. Super excited for him to be here right now. Dude, we've been working together for the last 4 months when because he's a teacher, we were working with him when he was in school and he had his school routine. And we've now worked with him in summer break and through all these vacations and stuff. And he's here today to discuss his honest feedback in the program and his thoughts and everything that he's been through. So, Jeremy, why don't you tell us a little bit about us, or sorry, about you? Let us know kind of what your family life is like and what you do for work.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'm a teacher back in Canada. I teach grade 7 and grade 8 math and science. And I've followed Taj's content prior to us working together. I really enjoyed his message that he brings to everybody. And one of the reasons that what brought me to working with Taj is I'm a new father. I have a 1-year-old. I moved to a new school, and I was really kind of struggling with my self-identity. I was giving myself a lot to kind of our family, and I felt like I was kind of letting myself go a little bit.
Right.
But kind of one of the reasons that brought us together is I saw some family pictures during a family gathering, and my kind of identity of of who I was, who I thought I was, and like who I saw in those pictures. Like, that's not how I want to see myself. I want to seem confident, and I want to kind of lose weight. I was at 242 pounds at that point, and I knew that something had to change. I knew that something had to give, and adjusting to different sleep schedules and nutrition schedules and wake windows and napping with my daughter.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yep.
I knew that I needed to find more time in the day, and I think the message that I sent to Taj was like, "Hey Taj, hope you're doing well. Love your motivational videos. What gets you out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning? What allows you to do that? Because it's not easy waking up when everybody else is sleeping prior to you having to go to work." And I think that was a tough thing, is that when I got back home, I wanted to be with my wife. I wanted to be with my family. So I spent time there. I made supper, bedtime routine, bath routine, putting the daughter to sleep, cleaning up after the day. And by that time, it was already 9 o'clock, and I haven't even touched any of my school stuff. So whether that's planning, whether that's marking, whether that's reconnecting with my wife, and it was like, okay, well, how do I spend more time after that working out? So I think that was kind of a big thing, is that I had a lot of changes this year, and I wanted to give back to me. I wanted myself to be okay with, hey, it's okay to kind of spend time on yourself, but you might have to spend it elsewhere when everybody else is sleeping. And that was kind of like one of the biggest things that we discovered, is that I had to put in the work in the morning.
In the morning, before the noise, before the family, before all the needs, right?
Yeah. So I had a lot of changes in my life. I had a lot of things to kind of different routines to kind of encounter. But I think the biggest thing was like how I saw myself in pictures and videos, and how I like felt in my clothing, I didn't like. And I got to that point of like, hey, I need help. Right. And when you need help, sometimes you try to do it the best you can.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing was that you're going to see the best results with a coach or a mentor that's going to be able to walk yourself through some of these things.
Right, man, 100%. And so what were some of the things that we implemented fitness wise to start getting you results? What were some of the things that you noticed worked for you?
Like fitness wise, I think it was just like prior to doing this program, my fitness was just like walking around the school, like just that's how I stayed active, was just like the amount of steps I took in a day. But like entering this program, we found that I was going to be successful doing 20 to 25-minute workouts in the morning. And by doing 4 to 5 workouts a day, or a week,
yeah,
that I was going to be able to kind of like slowly chip away. And I think that's really helped, is that like by going from 0 to 4 to 5 workouts a week, and the workouts were reasonable to do. I mean, I knew that I didn't have financially with a new family, wasn't going to be able to join a big gym or go to kind of a fitness center. And I think Taj was able to help me implement a program with kind of some of the equipment I had at home, whether that's stretch bands, and I had 10, 15, 20-pound dumbbells. And it was just as simple as those simple weights, we were able to achieve excellent results.
Yeah, man. Awesome. So what were the results? We got a drum roll right now in 4 months.
So I started at 242 and I weighed myself this morning and I was at 214. So
Awesome.
it's about 28 pounds.
28 pounds in 4 months. That's absolutely phenomenal, brother. And how does that feel differently? Like, how does your body feel with that weight off? I think it's really important for people.
Well, my body feels good. And then when I do some of these workouts, when I'm doing my jumping or my skipping rope or whatnot, it's a lot easier on my body because I'm down all that pounds. I think the biggest thing is that, like, going into this, what I saw in the mirror, I didn't like. When I saw in pictures and videos, I didn't like. Mm-hmm. And now, about a month ago, my wife is taking pictures of me. We're taking pictures as a family, and I feel confident. I love the way I look. I love the way I see myself with my shirts, with my shirt on, with my shirt off. I feel in my shorts. I mean, I think I lost close to 1.5 to 2 inches at least off my waist. The pants that I would just be able to put on and my just like feel snug tight, I have to now wear a belt.
Yeah, that's right, man. Awesome stuff, brother. So how has the program affected your mindset as well? You know, what are some of the mindset shifts been for you?
I think the biggest thing was starting the program. Taj, you gave us a blueprint, a mindset that we filled out, and the some of the things that was on there. It's like, think 10 years ahead, and when you think 10 years ahead, like that's crazy. And Taj, you said don't think small. I mean, think large, dream big, because if you aim small, you're gonna see small results. If you aim large, and even if you don't accompany that. If I went to the program and said, hey, Taj, I want to lose 10 pounds and I got 10 pounds, excellent. Taj, you're like, we're going to do 30, 35 pounds. You're going to do it. Well, guess what? If I fell short of losing 30 pounds and I lost 28 pounds, I came up short. But if I was like, hey, Taj, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I mean, I lost so much weight in the first little bit, and then it was like bit by bit after that. But it was that blueprint of breaking down, what do you truly want to see in the future? What is your goal? Because if you don't have any goals, then what's going to happen? If you don't have any goals, you have nothing to drive you. You're just literally living day by day.
Right.
Whereas if you have something, and you said this to me a number of times, if you have something driving you, if you have something to reach for, you have something to live for, then that's going to get you out of bed. That's going to get you, hey, you know what? You skipped that workout in the morning. You're going to do it now at 10 o'clock, and you're going to do it, or you're going to make it up somewhere. So by having those goals and by having those large ambitions, and those goals were financial, those goals were work related, those goals were emotionally related, those goals were like, how do you see yourself? And I think that was a big thing. I mean, I'm downstairs in my basement, and in my workout area, I have all of those blueprints posted up on my wall visually, that during my rest times or before I start my workout, I take a glance at that. I look at that. To say, hey, you know what, this is what you're working for. I'm working for myself. I want to get myself better. I want to achieve these results. I want to do this for my family. I want my daughter, when she grows up, to say, hey, you know what, Dad, like, my dad works out. My dad looks good. But like, look at all the things that my dad's done.
Right. Oh, man, that's amazing, brother. You give me freaking chills here. I love that. So what were some of your biggest takeaways from the program? It could be as far as fitness is concerned, mindset, habits, routines. Like, what were some of your biggest takeaways?
I think the biggest takeaway is that you can do it, that you have to start. You have to give yourself permission to start. If you don't give yourself permission to start, and you're not going to dive in deep to this, then you can't. And that was my biggest thing, is that, like, I told Taj, I would start something. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna run a 10K marathon. I'd work myself up, and then, like, you know what? I missed a run. Okay, well, now I missed 2 runs. Now I missed 3 runs, and I didn't have anybody to hold myself accountable. I can hold myself accountable, but it was really tough to do it by myself, and I knew that I would need someone else to hold me accountable. And Taj, you did it for me. You sent me those Voxer messages. You checked in with me, like, hey, how was your first week? Hey, how was this workout? Hey, hey, I need something different. I need to change. Okay, well, let's change out your workout routines. Let's fix it up. Let's mix it up, so that way you can achieve it. And you were so accommodating to my schedule and my changes and the things that I needed for me personally.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much, brother. That's awesome. And do you feel empowered by the knowledge you've learned? Do you feel like you're going to be able to continue this healthy lifestyle on your own moving forward?
I think that's going to be the biggest testament. I mean, you gave us the power, you gave us the confidence, you gave us the tools, and I think I'm going to need the next little bit to kind of see what that looks like. And I'm happy that I have you in my corner.
Yeah, man.
Reach out to rejoin the program in another aspect possibly, but I think the only way to see what you truly have learned is in your ability to do it on your own. And me being a teacher, I see that in the classroom. I teach these kids, I give them the notes, I sit down and have these conversations with them, and it's not until we have a test or a quiz or a project or near the end of the unit that it's like, how did you do?
How did you, right? Did you actually apply it? Yeah.
Did you apply it? So I think that's going to be the next little bit. I mean, I'm a teacher. Taj talked about how I'm on summer break right now, and I think that's where it's been a little bit difficult, but I'm happy to kind of continue this program and some of the things he's instilled in me, with whether it's my fitness routines or my nutrition routines or some of those little things. And I think thinking back to it, it was just like the small things that you do. Are you going to have sugar in your diet? Are you going to have treats? Are you going to cut those things? And it's just as simple as that. I think I had on 2 occasions I had alcohol. Out of the 4 months, on 2 days, I had alcohol, and it wasn't a lot. Anything else after that, it was water. All I had was water and my shakes.
Right.
It's as simple as that, right? It's the baby steps. And Taj, you said to me, like, week by week, you're not going to lose 5 to 10 pounds. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. It took you 2 to 3 years to put all this weight back on. You're not going to lose it.
Yeah.
In a tenth of that time.
It takes time.
And you said it was just like all it was like 2 pounds, 1.5 pounds, 3 pounds, 2 pounds, 2.2, 2, and it chipped away. And it felt nice to be able to say, hey, I'm constantly coming down here on a Friday before I do my check-ins to say, hey, I'm losing this weight. It's coming off. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh man, that's so cool, brother. I'm so proud of you, man. So what would you tell someone who has seen some of my content? Maybe they're watching this video right now, or they've listened to my podcast, or wherever they've seen me, but they're kind of sitting on the fence, afraid to commit. What would you tell someone like that?
I would say, where do you want to see yourself in 10 years, in 5 years, in 1 year? And how are you going to get there?
Yeah.
Right? Are you going to be content with yourself looking, if you could look back, you're like, hey, you know what? You had the time, you had the opportunity to make yourself better.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if it was you or another quote that I saw is like, this person goes to heaven and he's like, well, like I had all this potential opportunity. Like, what happens? Like, no, I gave it to you. Yeah. You had this time, you just had to do it. Yeah. So if you want to see that change in yourself, take the leap, take the plunge, do it. Awesome. and fully commit to the program. If you're not going to fully commit to the program, you're not going to see the results. I fully commit to the program. I would say probably for 3.5 months. The last little bit near the end of the school year, it was a little bit difficult.
Yeah. Yep.
But I fully committed. I jumped in. I did the nutrition. I intermittent fasted, so I didn't eat from. I started my first meal around 11. My last meal was around 6:30. All I was doing was drinking water, and it was those little things that added up. If you want to see the change, if you want to get shredded, then you have to put in the time. You have to put in the effort, and Taj gave me the confidence and the skills that I needed to lose what I did.
Awesome. Oh, man, that's badass, dude. I'm so proud of you. You've done an amazing job. I'm so excited to see your continued success, man. If there's any of you out there listening to this right now, and you're watching this video, and you're like, oh, my gosh, I feel like I want results similar to Jeremie. I want to lose some weight. I want to tone up. I want to get in better shape, get in better health, build my mindset, build better habits, routines. I want to help you guys. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I want to help you. And so if you go to my Instagram right now, Taj_Howell on Instagram, you send me a message with just the word transform. You send me the word transform, and what I'll do is I'll just talk back and forth with you. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm just going to answer some questions. If you have any questions, I'll help you in any way that I can, even if that's giving you something for free that'll just get you sort of moving. Whatever I can do to help, go to my Instagram, Taj_Howell, type the word transform, and I'll send you some information. I'll give you as much as I can to help you, and hopefully you'll be the next success story just like Jeremie. Jeremie, thank you so much, man. You're an absolute badass. You're a legend. Super excited to see you continue to succeed, and I will see you soon. All right? And to everybody out there watching, peace out.